Hello everyone and welcome aboard the flight of Sankofa, which is celebrating Africa today on the occasion of Africa Day. Africa Day is held on May 25th every year in memory of the creation of the Organization of African Unity on May 25th, 1963. But what really is Africa for you, and what does it mean to you? Have you ever tried to answer these questions? While you are thinking about those questions, let's listen to the answer provided in the form of a poem by John Abiose Nicol, a doctor, poet, diplomat and writer from Sierra Leone.
The meaning of Africa.
Africa, you were once just a name to me, but now you lie before me with somber green challenge. To that loud faith for freedom, life more abundant, which we once professed shouting into the silent listening microphone or on our alien platform to a sea of white perplexed faces troubled with secret imperial guilt, shouting of you with vision euphemistic as you always appear to your lonely sons on distant shores. And in its stand the hibiscus blooms in shameless scarlet, and the bougainvillea in mauve passion entwines itself around strong branches. The palm trees stand like tall, proud, moral women, shaking their plaited locks against the cool, suggestive evening breeze. The short twilight passes. The white full moon turns its round gladness towards the swept open space between the trees. There will be dancing tonight, and in the brimming heart plenty of love and laughter.
Oh, I got tired of the cold northern sun, of white anxious ghosts-like faces of crouching over heatless fires in my lonely bedroom. The only thing I never tired of was the persistent kindness of you too few and afraid of my grave dusty strangeness. So I came back, sailing down the Guinea coast, loving the sophistication of your brave new cities, Dakar, Accra, Cotonou, Lagos, Butters and Bissau, Liberia, Freetown, Libreville. Freedom is really in the mind. Go up country, so they said, to see the real Africa.
Is this all you are? This long uneven red road, this unoccasional succession of huddled heap of four mud walls and thatched falling grass roofs, sometimes ennobled by a thin layer of white plaster and covered with thin, slanting, corrugating zinc. The pedaling cyclist wavers by on the wrong side of the road, as if uncertain of his new emancipation. An overloaded lorry speeds madly towards me, full of produce, passengers with driver leaning out into the swirling dust to pilot his swinging obsessed vehicle along. His motto painted on each side, Sunshine Transport. We get you there, quick, quick. The Lord is my shepherd. The red dust settles down on the green leaves. We look across a vast continent and blindly call it ours.
You are not a country, Africa. You are a concept, fashioned in our minds, each to each, to hide our separated fears, to dream our separated dreams. Only those within you who know circumscribed plot, until it's well with steady plot, can from that harvest then look up to the vast blue inside of the enameled bowl of sky, which colors you and say, this is my Africa, meaning I am content and happy. I am fulfilled within, without and roundabout. I have gained the little longings of my hand, my loins, my hurt, and the soul that follows in my shadow. I know now that is what you are, Africa. Happiness, contentment, and fulfillment, and a small bird singing on a mango tree. That is the meaning of Africa.
My African cliché of the day is a number, 1 billion. This is the number of young people under the age of 18 years old on the African continent by 2050, according to the projections by the United Nations. Africa will then own 40% of the children on Earth. This number is described as a threat, according to the leaders of neo-Malthusianism, such as the current French president. But this number is above all an opportunity for Africa because it represents the promise of millions and millions of African fantastic inventors, entrepreneurs, farmers, musicians, historians, geeks, and so, provided that African rulers decide to support them. But perhaps in your country, leaders are already doing so. It's up to you to tell me if they are, and to think about all the African geniuses who are already making the continent happy and proud, who are honoring it around the world, such as Matthew Ncube from London, a great friend of this podcast. It's up to you also to think about the geniuses who are waiting to make their dreams come true. They will all bloom certainly tomorrow before our eyes and deserve our support. It's up to you to also think about you, about your own genius, which contributes every day in your way to a standing and beautiful Africa. Beautiful like my 3 assistants of the day, Trevor-Jabali, Yele and Shola. There are like millions of other children here in the continent and across the planet, the inevitably magnificent future of Africa. Dear friends, let's board again together on the Sankofa on Thursday for a new African journey. Thank you and goodbye.